Good morning, y'all. Joanne at Journaling Adventures. Good Monday morning. I'm half awake, so hopefully I can get through this. I finished with my newest grungy junk journal, inspired by the head grandma. I thought that was so cute. So whoever posted that, Kay Comer. C-O-M-E-R. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it that right, but anyway, she has inspired me to do something that I found that I love, and that's making the grungy old books that look like they came out of your grandmother's or great-grandmother's attic. But I'm going to show you this one. This is a face, if you can't tell that it's a face. And I don't know if y'all remember me posting that I used some corrugated cardboard and I rusted some paper clips and things and used paper towel, and that's what this is along the edge. And I used pattern paper, sewing pattern paper, and covered the top, and it's got a couple layers of some other things in there. I put some cheesecloth and lace down here, some dangles, little clock here, and I added this little green. I don't know, I just keep adding things. It's a constant thing. But anyway, there's lace around here. This is vintage lace, and a little button here. And then up here is a bead that I made out of paper. And I did add a couple little pieces of bead on the end, and it's on a rusted safety pin. This book is the works of Hugo. I did not cover it because it is a 1914 book that unfortunately I took apart, and a friend of mine said, oh, I would have kept it for a book for the coffee table, but it was too late. I'd already torn it up and took the pages out. I did put some in here, but it is 1914. It's a very old book, but it's in great shape. The spine was in great shape. I just covered up the threads right here. But anyway, whoops, just dropped something. Okay, so you open it up, and again, here is some more of that rusted area. A little flower right here, a couple old pieces. There's one, and this is a postcard that's from the 1900s also. I covered it in a real pretty paper that looks like a town with a church and that kind of thing. I included in here a little packet that I made. Used some of the rusted things and some lace, and filled it with a vintage hanky and some other fun things in here, some old things. This is a very old memo book from a dairy farm. Excuse me, but anyway, that's included in there. And then the next page, I have a little tab here. This is that ledger from selling tobacco. And I made that into a page. I have a little ring here with a couple old vintage buttons. And then you turn the page, and this one, all of these come out, so you can do what you want with them, but these are very old pieces of a little booklet that I have, 1900s. And I put a little bit of lace and sewn some things and made a little words on each one of them. This one has a little clip. And then this one right here is just paper to write on, and I put a little bit of eyelash lace on there. You turn the page. This is an envelope that I just collaged and put an old stamp on there. A ruffle made from book page. And then the other side of the envelope, I have a little tuck with a little journaling card. We have a map, paper, and this is another little booklet that I have on a belly band. Little piece of fabric and sewn on there, and a little tuck right here. Little page with some trim here that was given to me from a friend. And another little tuck right here. This is a old sewing pattern booklet. Coffee filter with a little cluster on there and a couple fun cards in there. This is just a place to write, and I made a little pocket here with some little envelopes and different things in there. There's music paper. This is from an old book too, the inside of an old book that I used. All of these paper clips are rusted. Here's another one of those journaling cards, but it was made into a booklet, pocket with parchment paper. Hey, I remembered that word this time. And it's also a bag with some goodies in there. So that one goes there. This is parchment paper that was dyed on in the oven, so it has some real pretty color to it. This is an old picture that I covered again with, it was either tea bag or paper from the patterns, sewing patterns. Little booklet here that you can write on, and then a card on the inside. This side has the cross, and all of them have dangles and a rusted paper clip. It's just a piece of paper with some sewing on it. A vintage part of a doily that I had. I glued that on there. Excuse me. This is a coffee filter pocket. Have an old, have a pocket with a man on there. It says music. This is actually from a book from Michelangelo that I hated to tear up. Sometimes I hate to tear up the good books, but they make some good things in journals. But anyway, it's got a couple pockets and a couple cards that I made out of those. And little rusted pin with some vintage buttons. And then here's the other side of the pocket. Got a guest check and a little, and here's right here another map ruffle. This is made from a cupcake liner, and I did a little collage on there. It's got a journaling card. With each new day comes new strength and new thoughts. And then here's another one of my cards, and under here is part of that book from Victor Hugo, and it says right on here that it's 1914. So I did put some of that in here. Another one of those cards with a paper clip and a dangle. Some more parchment paper. Just a little tuck with a couple things in there. And here's the other side of that other one. It's got a little pad made from a guest check. Little card, little piece of doily. And this side is just an old piece of fabric and a homemade button that I made out of corrugated cardboard. Another piece of that fabric with some sewing on it, a burlap flower. We got the map again. The other side of the envelope, it's got some places to write, picture on the other side. And then back here we have another, well, I was supposed to put something in there. There will be something in there. I just missed that. Cupcake liner, and then a piece of burlap ribbon, button. I just tied a little bit of something on that button on this side. And then this end is a booklet made out of parchment paper. And there's goodies inside there. It's got a little bit of lace at the top. So that's, I love her. She was a lot of fun. She's fat and fun to feel, fun to sound. It was just a whole lot of fun. And I still have plenty of things to make more, but just thought I'd show you that. And hope you enjoyed it. I don't really do tutorials because I feel like whenever I'm creating it, I go all over the place. It changes, you know, constantly. And sometimes I have to revise. Sometimes it's a disaster. Sometimes it's not. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And Kay, I hope you like it. I hope everybody likes it. And I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.